Greetings, duelists. Do you want to become a duel master? Well, join us on a special episode where we talk about Kaijudo. I'm sure you're all wondering, I mean, it's kind of obvious. What's with the giant card in the background?
Yeah.
Well, I know it's the elephant in the room, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Today we are discussing Kaijudo. Now, I know most of you are thinking, what's Kaijudo? Or some of you are thinking, oh my god, Kaijudo is amazing. I wish it was still around.
I am the first.
Kaijudo. As you can tell by all the swag I have, I miss it. This game was around for about 3 years, and it was an amazing game.
What swag are you talking about besides the giant card?
I have a bunch of stuff next to me. I'll show you guys later.
Okay.
But I also have some stuff we'll get to during the demo.
Okay.
So I know you've never played.
Never played it.
I ran a game store when Kaijudo started.
Yes.
And if it wasn't for my manager, I probably would not have picked it up. But we did such an amazing job with it because it was a good game. The game feels like a hybrid between Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! Which at first sounds, I don't know, kind of weird.
That sounds weird.
But it has a lot of good elements of the games that you need. So we'll go ahead and jump into the demo as if you're a brand new player.
Okay.
And then we'll discuss the game from there, okay?
Okay.
So, in front of you, you have a playmat.
This thing.
Yes. And it's going to tell you a little bit about what you're doing.
See, I like these playmats because they have the actual places where you put everything and everything like that. It's good for new players, especially since they have the turn order and the setup right here.
Right. Well...
And also, just by looking at the playmat, I know this game is not that complicated. A lot of games...
It isn't that complicated.
No. Like, if you look at other playmats, there's, like, multiple squares. There's, like, little bits of small text and everything like that.
Now, this playmat technically shouldn't exist, but we'll get to that later. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to pick out a color for you.
Okay.
And then a color for me.
Okay.
So what color do you want? White is the life gain and defensive cards. Blue is about card draw, a little bit of control. Black is about killing your opponent. Well, purple. Red is aggro and big heavy hitters. And then green is about bigger, heavier hitters.
What color am
and
I?
growth. You can get Tetsurion, usually red, sometimes red-green. So there's some cool effects. So
I don't
pick
like
one
them
for you.
anymore.
Between these three.
All right, so
Colin,
you're going to play one, and I'm
Colin,
gonna
you
play
know how I play, so you help me out here. Like those. I'm torn between those three.
If you want, since you're wearing the mask, you can be black, the Darkness Civilization, and I'll be the Water Civilization, since that's what I'm wearing. How's that?
What mask?
It has been decided.
Your mask is Scar Adorable, and he is of the Darkness Civilization.
All right, fine. I guess we'll do that. Then why even ask me to choose?
It worked. Just wanted to see if you had a specific playstyle.
I do. That's why I picked those three.
Okay, so we cracked these open. These are unopened demos back in the day. I bet you there's still a bunch of these floating around.
Yep. It's because you're a weakling.
Now, you'll notice that even though my deck was a blue deck, I actually have water and darkness in it, because it's an allied color.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you're not just getting your color. So discard everything that aren't the cards, give them a quick shuffle. This is a demo, so we don't have to be very precise.
As you can tell, I like to stay in character.
Could you help someone?
Weakling.
I know.
He's gonna break it open. So in this game, you have your deck. You don't need anything else. You don't need a life counter. You don't need tokens. You don't need anything that isn't these cards. Okay?
Thank you.
So give them just a quick shuffle, and then we're gonna follow the setup, which is, again, very simple.
I would pick this
While he sets up, I'm going to take a moment to say, if you have questions or comments, please leave them. If you have anything you want to discuss about Kaijudo, again, comments, questions about how to play, why we're being so ridiculous today, I'd love to hear what you have to say.
And questions about what characters we are.
Okay, set up.
Yes.
Shuffle your deck and put it on
This
your playmat.
is from the anime, or I want to say anime, but it is a cartoon, but it feels like an anime. There is a show with Kaijudo that released that was actually kind of awesome. I watched it.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's not that bad. It's not like where they talk about the cards in it, but you get to encounter the main character wearing one of these gauntlets, and he finds Tetsurion, a.k.a. Bob. All right,
Bob.
So your shuffling's pretty good. Put out...
All right.
Oh, you have a comment really quick.
Yeah, it's from Maria.
Oh, Maria.
Yes, she says you guys look amazing.
Ah, we do look. Thank you so much.
I don't get very many compliments in my world.
Okay, so you have your deck. The setup. Take the top 5 cards of your deck and place them out in your shield zone.
Does it matter which order? Or...
Usually it's left to right, but it doesn't matter. This is a demo. Okay, now you have your deck. Draw 5 cards. That's your hand.
I gotta put my glasses back on now.
All right.
See, difficult part is putting this. There we go.
Yeah, you have glasses and a mask.
Yes,
I
do.
do
We're
not
on
envy your task
Step
today.
3 of the setup phase.
Yeah, the setup phase only has.
Yeah, the setup is very simple. Again, we don't have life. We have shields instead. If you get hit after your shields are gone, you're dead. All right.
Can you imagine carrying 5 shields?
You have 2 types of cards in your deck. Spells and creatures. That's it. Also very simple. Now, you'll notice the turn is untap.
How can you tell the difference between spells and creatures?
It will say creature or spell in the middle part.
Thank you.
It also has a
thank you,
symbol
Paul.
at the top left that will give you a indication as well. Now, that's the symbols there is how much mana it will cost you and what civilization it is. So for mana, what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge my mana, right?
Okay.
It says there, charge mana. I can take any card from my hand and put it into my mana zone. I'm going to put Logo Scan down there. Now, it does not do anything except mana. If I had something that cost 1, I could tap it and summon something that costs 1. But I don't, so I'm going to pass. Go ahead. I didn't draw since it was my first.
Wait, where's the mana? Oh, wait, is it just one
The
mana?
mana zone.
Yes. Think of all mana as colorless. But once you have a color in your mana zone, you've unlocked that civilization.
Okay, so the turn order was untap and draw. Did you already draw?
I don't draw my first turn.
So I draw my... because
Yes, so go ahead, untap,
Okay.
draw,
Untap, draw.
charge your mana. So any card, put it down into your mana zone.
Probably the best one to pick right there.
This one?
Well, if you have multiples, it's usually pretty good.
Yeah, multiples would be good. High cost.
I want
because-
to read what
Yeah,
it
high
has.
cost you don't have.
And
Can I open this? Right here?
Oh, that's actually... hang on.
what? Yeah, go ahead. Take a look.
I figured I'd look at it.
Get some idea of the other
There.
cards. Okay. Not bad. Do you have anything that costs 1 that is also darkness? Okay. So your turn's done because you don't summon anything and you don't attack.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to draw for my turn. I'm going to put down Draxar the Soul Crusher. So now I've unlocked both water and darkness. If, for example, I had 3 water and 1 darkness,
Yes.
I could tap 2 for a 2-cost darkness and 2 for a 2-cost darkness. I don't have to tap mana equal to the civilization to cast that spell.
You just have to have 1.
In my mana zone. As long as it's in the mana zone, it's unlocked.
Got it.
I don't have anything that costs 2, so I pass turn.
Pass turn? Alright,
Yep.
so then untap, draw. Okay, ooh, alright, let's take a look at what these guys do.
If you have something that costs 2, try to play that first.
I know, that's why I'm like, okay,
If you haven't seen, Gage is also wearing the mask and his glasses.
It's kind of funny to watch.
It is. Okay, alright, my eyes are bad, stop it. I'll put this one down, I'll tap these 2.
It is hard to see in these masks, but it's totally worth it.
I already have, psych problem.
Okay, so you summon a 2,000 creature. Now,
Yeah.
just like in Magic, they have summoning sickness, but that's not what it's called. But yeah, so you can attack the turn they come into play.
Can or cannot?
Cannot.
Cannot.
Unless you have an effect that lets them.
That's what I was reading to see if any of them had that. But
Okay.
I just noticed a pattern in these. This color probably has this color, doesn't it? In it. Because this color has this color, this color has this color, this color has this color, this color.
Yeah, green has white. Yeah, they go to the next step. You'll figure it out.
That's
It's
awesome.
okay.
Oh, it's like
So you
a
done?
wheel stamp.
Yeah.
What else am I supposed to do?
Okay, I'm going to put down another Draxar because I guess I didn't shuffle too well. I'm going to cast Logo Scan. So after I'm going to charge mana, I go to my summon and cast phase. I'm going to cast a spell. Do what it says, draw 2 cards. I don't have any more mana to do anything, so I pass turn.
I see. Okay, this is easy and fast to learn. Okay,
Yeah,
untap.
you've done everything but attack
Oh.
now. You know how to cast spells.
Charge
Done.
mana.
Notice, I see you're looking at these cards. You can show. There's more 1-cost red stuff. There's a lot more low, quick creatures in the red civilization.
Take 'em
They're
all
meant to be
along.
very aggressive.
Yes. And it seems like there's a lot more abilities in this deck.
I don't know. There's a fair amount of abilities in all the decks. But these are also just starters. You get to higher levels of play, and they have some crazy abilities.
Yeah.
So if you have nothing that costs 3, just worry about 2.
I'm looking about
He has
which I want to do this,
done his mana yet.
and then I'll tap my 3
Okay.
to summon this Dream Pirate.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. So notice he has an ability called Blocker.
Yeah, I read that. That's why I was like, ooh, I want this.
So now otherwise you can't block. So you can, now that you're done summoning, you can attack. When you attack my shields.
The shields.
So you will say, he's going to attack like this shield, for example.
Ah.
Or, in any order you want, of
So
course.
do I tap him or?
Yeah, you tap him.
Okay, so tap. I'm gonna tap him, and I'm gonna take out that one.
Okay, so when you
That
attack
one
a
in
shield,
particular.
it breaks.
Got it.
As long as it connects. I have no blockers, I have no way to stop it. I break my shield, okay?
Yeah.
When I break my shield, I look at the card. I either get to put it in my hand, or if it has, this doesn't, so if it has this symbol, it has a little shield. Shield blast. If it has a shield blast, when it breaks, I get to cast it immediately.
Such as, I'm okay with doing this one. This Dark Return, basically.
Yeah, you would get it.
Shield blast.
You don't have to. If I get a shield blast, I can either cast it or put it in my hand. But now that you've broken a shield, I got to draw an extra card.
Oh, so
You
draw
just made me
2.
stronger. No, I draw the shield.
Oh, the shield. Okay.
That's drawing a card. You just made me stronger by attacking me.
Okay.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. I'll untap draw. I'll go ahead and put down another Draxus. I see that you have a 2K and a 3K attacker, right?
Yeah.
I need to get some defense. Even though I could play this 3K attacker, I'm going to tap 3 to summon Florigil Manta. It's a 4K blocker, but it also has guard. It can't attack.
Okay, so it's a blocker. This creature can. Okay, got it.
Okay, go ahead.
Untap. Untap.
Yeah, all the cards are pretty straightforward. You read it and you know exactly what it does.
That'll be good to hold on to.
You don't have to wait for a super late game. We probably won't get to the end of the game in the demo.
No, we probably
Yeah,
won't.
probably
so
not.
I'll just put that one down.
Okay.
Now I have 4. So then I'll tap the 4.
Okay. So you're summoning a 4-cost creature?
Yeah.
Fumes.
Yeah, it's stinky.
Yes.
Very stinky. So when this creature enters the battle zone, your opponent chooses and discards a card.
So I have to discard a card. I'm going to get rid of that Graveworm Hatchling I didn't choose to summon last turn.
Alright, and then I am able to attack,
This is a perfect chance to show what happens.
Okay, when I choose to attack,
Yes.
does are you able to block? Or do I choose
There
do
are
I
2
attack?
things you can attack. You can either attack my shield, or if I have no shields, you're attacking me directly. Or you can attack tapped creatures. He's not tapped, so you can't attack him directly.
But you can choose them to block.
Yes.
Okay.
Or, for example, let's say I had this in play. Let's just say, okay?
Yeah.
And you attacked with both of these, and I didn't block. On my turn, I can directly attack your tapped creatures,
Okay.
as an example.
Alright. Well, I'm not going to attack with both. I'm just going to swing with one.
Okay, and you're just going to
Shield.
attack a shield? All right,
The middle one. Fuck the middle one.
I'm going to block.
Okay.
So I tap it to block. And now these 2 creatures are engaged in combat.
Okay.
Higher number wins. That's it.
Alright, got it.
He dies.
Yeah.
And then you can continue to attack.
That's why I figured as much.
So each attack is resolved separately. You tap, attack, choose what you're attacking. Now he can attack. You can either attack my blocker,
Which is no point.
or you can attack my shield. If you want. Notice that his ability says that when he attacks, he's destroyed at end of turn.
I know, that's why I was like, no.
Banished.
So
probably.
I'm good.
Okay. So I untap, draw. I'll charge more mana. I'm up to 5. And
Do you have to charge mana?
you don't have to.
Got it.
It's optional. Some early game decks won't. I really want to play this card. So instead of summoning a creature, I'm going to logo scan again, drawing 2 more cards. I want to set up for next turn. And even though I just drew it, I can still cast it because I'm still in my summon phase. I drew a 2-cost. Another blocker with guard.
Got it.
Go ahead.
My turn?
Yep.
Alright. Wait. Untap. Draw.
So do you have any questions about what's coming up so far?
No.
Okay, I'll get to one more thing and then we can pretty much Call it.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll tap these four. I'm not going to charge. Wait, do I want to charge mana? No, I don't want to charge mana right now. I'll play Rock Bite. Banish target enemy creature that has 300 power or less. I'll banish that one.
Okay. Yep. Just 3K or less, and it's gone.
One question. So, the end goal is break all the shields, then attack you directly.
Yes.
Finish you off. It's basically finishing you off.
If I
I'll show
attack
you on
with-
my turn.
If I attack
how
with
winning it
both,
is.
do
You
they
can't
both
attack
get...
both at the same time.
Okay, so it's just one after the other?
Yes.
All right, then I'm done.
Okay. I will untap, draw, charge, and I'm going to play Zagan the Bone Knight. Now his ability says Double Breaker. When I attack, instead of attacking one shield, I attack 2 shields.
So can I block both shields, or can I just block one?
You don't block shields separately. Hits one creature, but if I hit your shields, I break 2 instead. Make sense?
Okay.
Okay. We'll cut down and pretend that we've got a couple more turns just to kind of finish up, because you understand enough about summoning creatures and spells, right?
Yes, I mean, it seems very simple.
So let's say that you had only 2 shields left. Okay? And I also had these 2 guys. This was my field, all right? Now I'm going to attack these 2 shields. Okay?
1 second. Okay, yeah.
So my Double Breaker's attacking them. So when they break, you can resolve either of their shield blasts, or both, or none. So you can look at one, see if you want to resolve it, draw it. Then look at the other, see if you want to resolve it, draw it.
Wait, hang on, but I have the Dream Pirate in play.
Yeah, you could block with him.
So can I say if I look at this...
You can't look. Once you choose that it's... you can't look at your face-down shields.
Okay. Alright, that's good to know. So since I already looked at this, I guess I will just...
Draw them both?
I'll draw this one. Wait, do I have to look at both?
Yeah.
If I look at one, okay, so I'd have to look at both. Damn it, I wish I knew that beforehand.
Well,
I would
did
have
you
done
want to
that.
do the shield blast effect on that one?
There is none.
Okay, then just draw it.
That's
It
what I'm
doesn't
saying.
matter anyway.
And then I would draw this one as well.
Yeah. Does it have a shield blast?
No, that's what
okay,
I was like.
so it didn't matter. Now what I'm going to do is, instead of attacking your
Hold on,
shield...
I have a quick question before we go on to the next. Let's say he had 2 blockers. Let's say both of these were on his side. Would he be able to block with both of those creatures?
No.
No?
There is no way to double up using the core rules.
So it's one per one, basically.
Yes.
Got it.
Again, using the base rules. I can't think of any offhand that'll let you do it, but there is design space otherwise. But yeah, 1-to-1 is always what you're going to encounter for the most part. This one also can't attack. So then, now if I attack you directly, this means you'll die if you get hit.
So I'm going to do the Dream Pirate. On
Yeah, so you block, so you tap him to block. They both have the same number,
Yeah,
so they both lose.
got it.
And then I attack you directly. You can't block with him because he doesn't have blocker.
Oh, he can't block?
Right.
So
He
they have
has
to
to
have-
have the blocker ability to block.
Okay.
And then I attack you directly, and that would kill you.
Yeah,
And that would be game.
okay.
No life, no counters, just these cards. Pretty
Got it.
straightforward, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That is Kaijudo.
Oh, okay.
Pretty simple game, huh?
It is.
And I'm going to do what I always do whenever I do these demos. You get to keep both.
Yay.
So I noticed more often than not, usually it's spells that have the shield blast, not less often the creature.
I cannot remember a creature that had Shield Blast offhand. That doesn't mean they don't exist, but I
Quick
don't remember.
quick
one.
question.
Yes.
Can there be like a deck that's all colors or just 2?
So the deck I actually have it with me, as it doesn't matter if I bring it out. But I'm running a 3-color deck. This was the one that I went to tournaments with, and it's 3 colors. And I say 3 colors lightly because I barely put any blue in there. Yes,
Okay.
you can have 5 colors.
Okay.
All it does is when you put something in the mana zone, you're charging it. So it would be really hard to play. Question.
Yes, it is from Maria Hernandez.
Okay.
And she is asking, do you guys prefer this game over Magic?
Well, they just made it.
No?
So personally, when I was running Kaijudo, I had Kaijudo decks, Legend of the Five Rings, and Magic. When I demoed them, I told everyone, no matter what demo it was, that if it wasn't so hard to teach Legend of the Five Rings, Kaijudo would be my favorite, or Legend of the Five Rings would be my favorite game. Otherwise, Kaijudo is. It's the fastest game to learn, the
is.
quickest to play, the easiest to get into. There's no downside to Kaijudo, in my opinion. There aren't super expensive... Well, okay. I'm not going to say there aren't super expensive cards, but to build a deck, you don't need expensive cards. This deck was relatively cheap. Now, I did lose to the deck at one of the tournaments that was, hey, I have more money than you. But that's most games. But I also had a lot of fun playing this deck. It was more like a gimmick deck. The point of it was I would put creatures in my mana zone, and then I had cards that would get them back out and use them. So I wasn't wasting space putting things in my mana.
Okay.
I see.
Whereas the top deck at the time was all about, I'm going to have more shields than you. So they would build new shields. That's life gain.
Okay.
So there's one that's like just the top card becomes a new shield. Or this creature becomes a shield.
Yeah.
And the best part about this creature becomes a shield, if your opponent breaks it, it's now in your hand, you can cast it and make it a shield again.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Some really fun effects in the game. There's so much design space that they had here. When you look at it, you're like, oh, it's so simple. What can you do with this game? Every set that came out, they found new creative ways to add more design to it.
Interesting.
Now, Kaijudo is a reboot of Duel Masters. I mean, it even says on that, become a Duel Master.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember Duel Masters at all. I do, vaguely.
Small
It's
remembrance.
basically the same game with some minor updates. It's basically Duel Masters 2.0. Duel Masters is still going strong in Japan.
Is it?
That's how good the game was.
Huh.
And they keep creating new ways to add design, like spirits, or they would find new abilities that would interact with new layers of the game. So there's a lot going on here.
So is it Duel Masters or Kaijudo so Kaijudo is the dead one, but it's a reboot of Duel Masters?
And Duel Masters is still going on in
But-
the Asian countries.
Then why did this one fall through?
So there's a lot behind the Kaijudo reboot. They rebooted it, I'm sure, because they owned it. They saw it going strong elsewhere, and they couldn't just try to revive Duel Masters, so they made a whole new game. However, reviving a whole new dead game as a new franchise, pouring so much money into it. I mean, they have swag upon swag. I mean, these bags are probably like $200 bags, right? These were prizes for the tournaments that they had like 50 of.
Wow.
I mean, you got some cool swag. They were just chucking stuff left and right. I mean, participants got these for the Master Challenge. I'll put
Nice.
this up. These really cool playmats, just for showing up. They were throwing swag out left and right. I mean, they were throwing so much money at this game. I'm sure at some point the parent company, Hasbro, was like, whoa, how much are we making? And after giving it the old college try for 3 years, they went, we would be better suited putting this money into Magic. Now, I can't say for sure. I can say that the day it was canceled, I took a trip to Wizards. That's how much I cared about this game.
Okay.
And so I went up to Wizards and I said, hey, what's up? Why did it get canceled? And I got to sit and talk to some of them. And to be fair, I mean, it's a big company. They didn't give me a solid, this is why. But I learned a lot, and I got to talk to some really cool people. Of course, I even posted pictures of me going up, and they memified me. Do we have a picture of me?
Yeah, I got one. Hang on.
Okay.
Do we?
Yep, right there.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So that it's kind of silly. That was me taking pictures of props, and our local group made me into a meme because they're like, no, we don't want Kaiju to be canceled. They loved it. I mean, I had like 50 players at this big event. It was such an amazing game. But do you have a quick question?
No, more of a comment.
Comment? Okay.
Lucas,
Okay.
I like this game.
I'll have to teach him when I get home.
Okay.
I still have demos, and I'm sure he would love to learn. This is very kid appropriate, but what was interesting is even though it was geared towards kids, I mean, the show was definitely Yu-Gi-Oh style-esque, very kid-friendly. I actually think it aired on like Fox Kids, but it still had enough layers of complex play that even though you could see like a 7-year-old playing this game at a tournament, there were a bunch of the college kids just going at it saying, oh, but no, this is better. You want these cards. I'm like, no, this is better. So the layers of complexity only exist at higher tiers of play. Something you don't see in Magic. Question.
Yes, a question from Jennifer Hoffman.
Okay.
Who is King Tritonus?
Oh, that's a really good question. I almost forgot about our elephant in the room. So, when we were doing the Kaijudo Master Challenge, they were spoiling some new cards. And the next set at the time had to do with things called monarchs. They were the rulers of these civilizations. So, you notice it's not like a mana type. They're actual civilizations. So I'm Gluurgle of the Water Civilization, one of the important members. He's Tatsurian. So the monarchs ruled, and the monarchs came up, and in the show, people were trying to control them. It was kind of cool, but these monarchs were being spoiled at different shops, and I was lucky enough and honored by them releasing this. One of the game designers, Ryan Miller, came to our store, gave me that card, and showed it off, and it was amazing. So King Tritonus is the monarch of the Water Civilization, and he rules with. I want to say an iron fist, but more like a superior intellect. He just outsmarts everyone. He's like, this is what we're going to do because I'm 20 steps ahead of everybody. I mean, his ability even says towering intellect.
Okay.
You show 5 cards. He's pretty brutal.
That
Pretty good.
Yeah, he also makes all the Water Civilization bigger. He just shows up and says, hey, my homies.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. I'm reading all
He's
that
got
right
like
now.
4 abilities.
Yeah, so, of course, everyone's favorite at the time was Haven, the leader of I think, Haven is actually on the playmat. Haven is the leader of the Light Civilization, and he's this giant disc thing. And his ability helps defenders and gets you more shields. Okay. Something that a lot of top-tier play loves about Haven. And you can even see, like, the little spirits coming out to defend. Anyways, yeah. So, for you guys, any other questions about Kaijudo on the design side?
I don't see anything wrong with the design, which is the good sign that I look at the design, I go, there's nothing really, I can't poke at anything to make it wrong. So,
quick question.
It's a question from Maria.
Okay.
Are you going to be taking that mask home, Colin?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
It's yours now.
Oh, well, I guess so. I guess it is coming home.
See, you get the intimidating one, and I get the little...
Scar Adorable.
Yeah.
Literally has adorable in the name.
Like, guys, I know I'm adorable and I'm the best-looking man of the group, but still...
Yeah.
I wanted this one, and then he's the one that took it away from me.
Well, you know what? My color's red. I don't care. Yeah. I'll make it
I know,
purple.
that's why you grabbed that one. I don't want...
I actually loved it. They played with the... kind of how the episodes turned out with Tetsurian. He evolved, so there's Tetsurian, like Tetsurian the Unchained, where he became like this big, beefy powerhouse, and people liked to play with them as a result. But the whole time, there's the side effect of the main character didn't know how to call him Tetsurian, they just call him Bob.
All
Okay.
right.
Comment?
Yes, from LJ.
Okay.
50 Shades of Kaijudo.
50 Shades of Kaijudo. Because of the masks. So, wouldn't that be Kaijudo Wide Shut?
Wow.
Then, all right.
I just gotta say wow.
All right.
Back to the...
For a kids game. Oh, right.
Back to the...
design. So what about
design.
you? What do you think design
I
is?
like the fact that it's just cards. There's no dice involved or anything like that. Because I feel as soon as you involve dice or something along that lines, like a life count, even a life counter can get it pretty tricky. But the fact that it's just like you have five shields and then yourself up to 6 life. And
Yeah,
then,
so yeah, you basically have 6 life.
except for your own life, the other 5 you can interact with, such as that, like you can have, it's a monster, summon the monster, now it becomes a shield again, such as like that. Like you have the life counters that are interactive. I like
Right.
that aspect. It's like, listeners, it's like, you could think you have a total of 6, but really you only have 1, and then you have your defenses, basically.
Right. So the thing that I like about what you referenced with the shields is it's kind of like it has that pool aspect of the more aggressive I am, you're drawing extra cards for it.
Yeah.
You get a benefit by me attacking. So it doesn't punish an aggressive style, but it aids the losing player. So even if, a top tier player were to try to crush a newbie, he might have some lucky shield blasts or things that just stop you. Like there's a card that Stormstark Blast, a fan favorite. It taps the entire opponent's field.
Yes, in fact, I had one of those.
Oh wow!
in there.
I didn't know it came with one. That's awesome. Yeah.
I believe it did. What was it called again?
Stormstark Blast. It's a white card.
It's a white card. Never
But
mind.
it taps the entire opponent's field, so they can't stop attacking. It's a guaranteed you can't kill me this turn card, and that's really cool in a game. It doesn't even cost you anything when you get it broken. You just lose a shield.
That's pretty good. You see, I think the best way they did fix this in a way of what I see a problem with another kid's game, Yu-Gi-Oh. The problem with Yu-Gi-Oh was the fact that they overdid be an aggressive standpoint. They're like, okay, obviously in a game you don't want to punish people being aggressive, but then they overdid it, and it's now a one-turn game. This game, because literally the only change I see was now there's a mana resource and it fixed it. There's no way someone can be like, I win the first turn.
Right. There really isn't. I mean, you can start being really aggressive and win by turn like 3 or 4 if you're lucky, but most top tier players saw, it's more like turn 15 because we're just trying to play defense, but it was always if we got past a certain turn, let's just build up and then attack. And there's always something you can do. Like you can Stormspark your opponent's field and attack them. Yeah. So Stormspark works on both ends. Question.
From LJ Mershon.
Okay.
Lucas asks,
Okay.
what are those masks for?
So the masks came in a kit. I actually don't remember when, but the masks are for just showing off. I think it was a marketing tool, but I at the store used them to kind of show off the game, and it was fun. I mean, it is kind of fun to show off.
I mean, we had fun wearing them. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah,
maybe you a little less because you got the adorable one, but I liked Blue Urgle. He was my favorite. He shows intellect. I feel smarter wearing this mask. But
you sound smarter too. It's like you can tell I feel so smart right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
Urgle. All right.
Murlocs now.
Any last minute questions, comments before we move out onto our outro? Okay. So all in all, I want to say I loved. Oh, we do have one. Oh, sweet.
It's actually just a really long comment from Levi Mathiasen. I hope I said your name right.
Oh, cool.
Our local shop, Good Time Games, had over 100 player turnouts for weekly duel days. Very competitive. Glad to see it's still a wildly loved game. My question to you guys is... Oh, wait, there's more to this.
Wow.
What was your favorite deck build to play with? His is Mono Water.
Mono Water. Okay, I do want to give a shout out really quick. So Good Time Games was in Canada, so unfortunately they didn't get to do one of the I want to say Good Time Games probably would have gotten the video store over me if they weren't in Canada. But Rob Gruber is the guy who owns Good Time Games. Oh my gosh, that guy had the coolest store, even compared to my store, which everyone loves, and he had the biggest group. He said 100 players consistently. Can you think of a game store with 100 consistent players for a game?
No. I haven't seen 100 consistent players in a long time.
And anything. Rob Gruber did an amazing job. I'm so glad that you loved the game, by the way. And so my build, really quick. I played a darkness nature civilization with a splash of water, and it was all about recycling the mana. So I would put down cards. I would use, the Kurigar and Cordia. And it was a cool dragon combo, if I ever got that far. I did pretty good in the 2 KMCs I did compete at, but Haven beat me, of course, as you can imagine.
If I had to pick colors, I would probably do Darkness Blue, Darkness Water, probably. Considering when I play Magic, those are the colors I pick. If I had to pick anything else, like the playstyle changed at all for the game I play, it would probably be red. So those would be my 3 options. It would either be mono red or probably black blue.
So I liked mono red a lot too, but I could never get around to playing it because I liked combos.
For me, when I since this is like you mentioned Magic and everything like that. For Magic, I played Red Blue. I don't think I would do that for this one.
You know,
I would not, because I think I like the starter deck that I came with, and I read the cards, and I was thinking like I understand what darkness is, and I think I would have more fun with that than, because the only reason why I don't like darkness and Magic is because it gets really complicated way too fast.
right?
Way too fast, and this makes
graveyard
sense.
interaction stuff. Yeah, the graveyard interaction in this game is a little bit more basic.
Yeah.
Any more comments? Thanks again for leaving your comments today. As you can tell, Kaijudo still holds a special place in my heart. I really wish there was still a local group or people to play with. This game was fantastic.
You know, I'm starting to get mad at you, Ian. First LFIR, now Kaijudo.
I'm getting you into all the dead games.
All the good games.
Don't worry. Next, we're doing Naruto and Bleach. Those are dead games too.
And I like Naruto and Bleach. You guys are terrible. We're playing games that no one will play with me.
If you guys have any other questions about Kaijudo, and you know, I want to take a second. I know we're over time. I want to show off one more quick thing. There's some other cool swag that they had. Like in Magic, it was so hard to find art prints, but I have art prints for To the Civilizations, just because one of them I won, and one of them somebody gave it to me. He literally said, "You're the inspiration for me getting into it. Here you go." And
oh, that's cool.
They had so much cool swag for this game. That's why I was sad to see it go. I mean, I have a box over there just filled with other swag. And one more thing, I kind of want to give these away. I have another set at my house, but they're the patches for the civilizations.
Oh.
And so you can represent with your patches what you want. And then I have a whole pack here, but I have another pack at house. I want to give these away somehow, but I never could figure out how to.
I wouldn't know how to either. Maybe
Anyways.
we can try something online and post it and see if we can.
Why not?
Give out some of our Kaijudo swag. If you guys want some Kaijudo swag, let me know. I'll figure it out.
Why not have them suggest other games as well?
Yeah, sure.
Just suggest a game and leave your civilization and see if you get.
Yeah, civilization you want, maybe.
Yeah, the civilization that you represent.
Oh,
it's gotta be what you represent.
You used to be able to rep a civilization and get cool stuff for it. You say like, this is the civ I rep.
Oh, sort of like L5R with.
Yeah. So like when I played, I repped Nature Civ.
Ah.
And that the winner of the thing would get this cool stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
that is cool.
So
I like that in games.
Well, then keep an eye on our Twitter, Facebook, and see what we decide what we're gonna do to maybe win some of those patches.
And don't forget to check out our YouTube.
Oh,
we made a cool new video.
Yes.
Quick, Colin, can you give us a quick preview?
Yeah.
just ridiculous dance.
Watch the video
and now I'm going with a mask. Now we need to make a new one. It's gonna be Kaijudo's mask.
Kaijudo's shooting stars. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next week.
When we play test Shigada. I don't know. I'm running out of ideas. We're gonna play test skaters. I don't know.
Skaters? We played as the actual skaters, not skateboarding.
Yeah, no, skaters. I don't know what that is.
Can we play test skateboarding? Let's play test bike.